So what's up, everybody? How the hell y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a pretty good day. If you wonder why I'm sitting like this, it's because I really didn't want to talk about this, what we're going to talk about today. I wanted to talk about something else, but I couldn't, because there's nothing else. There's nothing to talk about, except for this. Yep. That's the only thing we can talk about. What's up, everybody? How the hell's your day going? I hope y'all are having a pretty good day. Hey, look, do me a big favor right now. Look right below the video and smash that like button. Doesn't matter if you like the video or not. I know that may sound ridiculous, but it really does, it does me a favor, and I sure would appreciate it. I do what I can. I try to make the video as entertaining as possible to make you smash that like button. So if you don't mind, it would be a big help. Plus, it's free. And if you're new around here and you want to keep up to date on everything going on inside the government, with Congress, with the White House, with the Senate, with the judicial system, everything that has to do with the government, this is the place to be. Smash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, because I upload videos every single day. And in the event that I'm able to quit my day job and do this for a living, I will be making probably 3 to 4 videos every single day. So if you want more videos from me, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and share this video with everybody you possibly can. But like I said, what's up, y'all? We got some shit to get into today, and you knew it was coming. I predicted it. I knew it was going to happen. Congress expels George Santos, first member expelled in over 2 decades. Yes, so they finally booted this mother. They finally got rid of him. I knew it was going to happen. This guy is dirt. He is a scumbag, essentially, for doing what he did. You can't do what you did. And we're going to get into all that, though, in the story. But yeah, booted him out. It's been 20 years since, I think the last time, I believe, if my memory serves, was 2002. And I forget the guy's name, obviously, but I want to say it was 2002 or 2001. I can't quite remember exactly, but it's been a long time, and he's only like the sixth person to ever get expelled from Congress. Yeah, not too many people get expelled from Congress. Congressmen can do a lot of dumb shit, but congressmen have to expel themselves, essentially, if you know what I mean. Has to be a 2/3 majority vote to get somebody expelled, and congressmen are very, very dirty people, so they're generally not going to vote to vote somebody else out, because they're just as dirty as the person they're probably about to vote out. However, when you get caught doing some dumb shit and you're brand new in Congress, yeah, George Santos didn't have any dirt on anybody. That's the only reason he got booted out of Congress. I can promise you that, because if he'd had dirt on say, a prominent member of Congress, like, I don't know, Jamie Raskin, Santos would not be getting booted from Congress. I can assure you of that. But let's go ahead and get into the story right quick. Rep. George Santos is no longer a member of Congress. The House voted 311 to 114 Friday morning to expel him in the first House expulsion since 2002. The historic vote sets a new precedent in the House. Santos departs even as he has not been convicted of a crime and has not pled guilty. Wow. Santos survived 2 earlier attempts to expel him, but could not hold on after a brutal report from the House Ethics Committee on its investigations into his actions. The Ethics Committee report included evidence Santos knowingly filed false reports with Federal Election Commission, used campaign funds for personal purposes such as subscriptions to OnlyFans, Botox treatments, and willfully violated ethics laws as it relates to his financial disclosure statements filed with the House. And like I said in the video yesterday, he also took a vacation to somewhere in New Jersey, and then I believe it was Las Vegas, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, paid campaign funds. These people donated money to his campaign to help him run ads and do all the stuff that the campaign does. and he goes and purchases hookers on OnlyFans. What in the hell is wrong with people? Yeah. Get this guy out of there, man. We really need to clean up Congress. I know I rant and rave and rail on this all the damn time, but I'm trying to build my audience, and the more I build my audience, the more people will come to realize how corrupt Congress is. Congress is probably one of the most corrupt arms of our government, and they're supposed to be there for us. And yet they're not. They're part of the problem. They're not a solution. That is for sure. Santos remained defiant until the end, but insisted in recent days he was at peace with whatever his now former colleagues decided. Thursday, he introduced a privileged resolution to expel Rep. Jamal Bowman, who pled guilty 2 weeks ago to a misdemeanor for pulling a fire alarm in the Capitol complex. That's right. He did that shit on purpose because he pled guilty to it. Now, should he be expelled from Congress for that? I don't know. That seems kind of harsh to me. However, considering the reason why he did it, that is a very childish thing to do, and he should be at least censured, which basically, it's like getting suspended from school or something. You're kind of recognized as a bad person, right? So it's just figurative, if you will. But withhold his pay for a year. Take his pay away from it for doing that. If you're going to send protesters to jail for 3, 4, 20 years for just going into the Capitol, disrupting an official Congress proceeding, then pulling a fire alarm should have some sort of backlash, some sort of repercussion. He shouldn't get off essentially scot-free or pay a fine, because that's all he's doing. You go and read that article. He's paying a fine, and he's going to be on probation. No. I'm sorry. If you're going to send some of these January 6 people to jail for as long as they're getting sentenced to jail for, this guy needs to have something else happen. You know, donate his salary to a charity. Something. Paying a small fine is not going to cut it. Probation is not going to cut it. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. If you have a different opinion, leave it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the repercussions Jamal Bowman should have. Because I think he's getting a slap on the wrist, if you know what not even a slap on the wrist. It's more like a, hey, don't you do it again. For doing the same thing that the people on January 6th did. Some of them. Not all of them. Talking about some of the nonviolent people that just went into the Capitol peacefully, were escorted by cops, apparently. Yeah. You should go watch some of that video that's been coming out. You can find it. It's all over Twitter. I mean, X. If the House wants to start different precedent and expel me, that is going to be the undoing of a lot of members of this body, because this will haunt them in the future when more allegations are sufficient. When mere allegations are sufficient to have members removed from office when duly elected by their people in their respective states and districts, Santos said Thursday. No, I'm sorry. There's too much evidence. I mean, it can be proved that you purchased hookers with campaign funds. I'm sorry. No. You can't do that as a congressman. Dude, you're ridiculous, man, for saying that. Trying to, you know, act like none of it happened. Yeah, right. When the House last expelled a member, Rep. Jim Traficant, in 2002, it did so only after Traficant was found guilty in court. The Ethics Committee then did not even begin an investigation until Traficant's, I don't know how to pronounce that, court case had concluded. Wow. Now, this is something I normally do not do. You know, I was a big proponent of criticizing John Fetterman, or criticizing his campaign, because this guy had a stroke. He shouldn't be getting voted into a federal Senate position in the state he was in. I'm sorry, but if you can't talk normal if you're and you can't fucking talk like a normal person talks? Not like I can't talk, like John Fetterman can't talk, like Joe Biden can't talk. You should not be in a position where speaking is part of your job. You know, I was a big proponent against him, but I do agree in one area. Fetterman calls for fellow Dem Menendez to be expelled from the Senate. More sinister than Santos. That is right. John Fetterman is calling out Democrats in his own party. This is something I rail against all the time. When these people in their own, they take up for their own party, they toe the party line, essentially, when they know whatever person has done wrong. They try to justify it. They try to make up all kind of excuses in the world as to why this person is justified in doing what they did. Or just completely ignore the fact that they did something wrong. I can't stand that. It's BS. If you got somebody in your own party, criticize them. Get them the f*** out of there. Nobody wants corruption in the government. We need people with a backbone who are going to stand up and say, no, I'm sorry, even though he's a member of my own party, we got to get this guy out of here. He's corrupt. Obviously, I underestimated John Fetterman. Check this out, y'all. This is nuts. Senator John Fetterman said Friday on ABC's The View, of all places, that the Senate should expel Senator Bob Menendez, who has been indicted in a bribery scandal. Yeah, I covered that like a month or so ago. Yeah, there's some bad issue going on with that, too. Co-host Joy Behar said, "You might have heard Congress just expelled George Santos. You've also been calling to get rid of Menendez. I know, but first, before we talk about that, what's your reaction to the expulsion?" Fetterman said, "Well, it's like, I'm not surprised. I think the more important picture is that we have a colleague in the Senate that actually does much more sinister and serious kinds of things. Senator Menendez, he needs to go." Holy shit, man. Go, John Fetterman. Do your damn thing, buddy. And if you are going to expel Santos, how can you allow somebody like Menendez to remain in the Senate? And you know, Santos is kind of funny. Lies were almost, funny. And here we go. He, landed on the moon and that kind of stuff. Whereas, I think, Menendez, I think really is a senator for Egypt, not New Jersey. So I really think he needs to go. I mean, this guy didn't. I'm telling you, Fetterman still should not be in there. But he was duly elected by the people, the idiots in Pennsylvania. So, whatever. But at least he is standing up for the right thing in this case. And that's all I got for this one, you guys. That is just crazy. I'm surprised that Fetterman came out and said that. Because, like I said, most of the time, if somebody screws up in your party is going to toe the line for you. Just act like it didn't happen. Just, nothing to see here. Just keep going on about it. Basically perpetuating corruption to no end, it seems like. I was glad to see that number was 311 to 114, but I'm still kind of disappointed in 114. I'm almost certain those were all Republicans. But, if you want to argue innocent until proven guilty, go right ahead. That can be your argument. Sure thing. In my mind, he's guilty, so kick him the out. Get out of there, dude. What can you do, though, Everybody's not going to agree on something like that. Especially in Congress, when you got a bunch of knuckleheads, corrupt people working together. They're like, oh no, I'm corrupt too. I don't want to kick somebody out for being corrupt. That might come back and bite me in the ass. But, like I said though, that's all I got for this one, you guys. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. What you think about Santos getting expelled. About Santos doing some of the stuff he did, buying OnlyFans. using campaign funds to get Botox injections and take vacations? And what about Fetterman, huh? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about all this. And like I said, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Turn on notifications. And try to have a good day and be positive. Peace.